Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to round 5 of the online karting league European Championship. I'm Sean Lopes and I'll hopefully be entertaining you with some awesome racing at Buckmore Park. What a glorious track in the UK. Awesome facility. This is going to be super fun. The 4-strokes. I mean, everybody's very much well used to the 4-strokes just zooming around Buckmore Park. That's an awesome facility. I know a lot of the guys in UK does endurance racing on this track. Very much an historical track. So yeah, 9 karts will hopefully be entertaining us tonight with some mega fun. And a couple newcomers, William Aldis and Bailey Heath, will be very much new in the setup. I see William's having some issues getting onto the server. And then Reese Green coming back from an epic race at Keshkemet. If you guys didn't get the memo, Keshkemet has been scrapped due to the timing issues we had on the track. But not to worry, these guys will have another race tomorrow night at Sarno, the track we've literally just released this morning. So that should be very, very entertaining. And we should hopefully have a lot of fun. So we're going to go into our qualifying session right now, as it is time for the European boys to come out on track and have some fun. So who do we have on track tonight entertaining us? Again, Vladimir Mravek, William Aldis, Ruben Mamalok, Eduardo Nicolau, Bailey Heath, Alphonse Kiwi, Reese Green, Oliver Bork, and then the youngster from South Africa, Deacon Olivier. Alphonse Kiwi, the first one to go out on track immediately. I think there's still one driver with an issue. Yeah, unfortunately, one of the guys have some problems. But it's one of those things. And the same with Bailey Heath, also having issues with the games. Oh well. Unfortunately, if the guys leave that for last moment, they're going to run into problems, and can't exactly expect me to help them out on that. So Deacon Olivier was the first one to post a lap. Let's just have a look. That was everybody just doing an out lap, I suppose. We'll follow Alphonse Kiwi on track. The OKL world champ, the defending world champ. Alright. So as we go down to Damon Hill, down into Garda is the corner they're going to hit now. This hairpin, yeah, going uphill now. And then Senna Chicane, and then into Cafe, and then the Saley Straight. And then Conways will be this corner we're heading into, then into Henry's Bend. Down the inside goes Alphonse Kiwi. This is hairpin 1, hairpin 2. In South Africa, we definitely call those the 180s. And then into the S's we go now, downhill into Sim Sweep, I believe. And then Paddock. Oh, as Kiwi clips the inside there. Eduardo Nicolau, let's see what he does. Everybody's done their first laps now. Nicolau, everybody wants a tow from each other. Reese Green will be crossing the line next, who hasn't slowed down. So let's see what he does when he crosses the line. Crossing the line now, no, almost 3/10 off the pace there, so not really doing a representative lap time as of yet. I say representative, it's still a fast lap. Mamalok will be next to cross the line. Mamalok crosses the line, he's 2/10 off the pace from Alphonse Kiwi. Vladimir Mravek, 9/10 off the pace. And then Oliver Borg is also, so the top 5 split by less than 3/10, so it's really close. Well, I mean, the second until, well, as I say that, now comes Nicolau also just joining the pace here. MX Brad asking in the chat, what are the steering wheel settings they have? I mean, most guys will probably run different wheels, but the standard rotation will be setting your wheelbase to 180, and then the rotation in Kart Racing Pro to 180 as well. Because that's pretty much what a kart does, right? Everybody's just trying to get a tow from each other. So let's look at the lap times here quickly. Let me just quickly mute here. Give me 1 second. Apologies about that. Silence there for a moment. Just had to check in with one of the admins. Okay, let's have a look. Let's follow the guys. First one to cross the line will be Eduardo. No, he goes out of the way once again. Reese Green will be now crossing the line to finish another lap of qualifying around Buckmore Park. Into the cafe section we go. Crossing the line there. He does improve, but not by enough to catch Kiwi. Deacon Willifeer is a 10th of the pace there. Alphonse Kiwi still leading the way. 41.228. Eduardo Nicolau. Let's see who's next. Mamalok is running on his own. Crosses the line 22 milliseconds. And Oliver Borg still less than 2/10 of the pace. Mravek unfortunately not getting their way there. And then here comes Bailey Heath. He's on track now. Made it into the session. Who I thought also he's been having issues with the game crashing. But here he comes. He's going to start his qualifying with 4 minutes to go. The only one outstanding is William Aldis. Will Aldis be able to join us? Grace us with his presence. Mamalok still 22 milliseconds. Reese Green is 18 milliseconds off the pace now. It is as close as it can get between the top 6, really. Less than 2/10, and then Mravek half a second. Ooh, Alphonse Kiwi now comes into the fray again with improving his lap time. He's taken a couple, or half a tenth now, ahead of Reese Green in second. Eduardo Nicolau. Heath crosses the line and still not doing a legitimate lap as of yet. So let's follow Heath. Let's see what he does. Heath is trying to figure out the lap. We'll go to Reese Green crossing the line. Will he improve on his lap time this time around? He does not. Deacon Willifeer doesn't improve. Alphonse Kiwi doesn't improve this time around. Ooh, Willifeer getting it all kinds of sideways through the first 2 corners. Eduardo Nicolau 3.5 of the pace. Bailey still not getting a legitimate lap on track, so he's cutting or exceeding track limits somewhere on the track. Mamalok 1.5 off the pace there. Crossing the line now will be Oliver Borg 3/10 off. Mravek 6, almost 7/10 off the pace. Let's see if we can catch. Oh, that's definitely where Heath is not going to have a legitimate lap. So invalidating his own lap times there is Heath. See, Deacon Willifeer is tucked in behind Alphonse Kiwi this time around. Maybe he's trying to learn and understand where the current OKL world champ is getting his lap time from. Kiwi's having none of it. He's like, nah, that's fine. You can learn off somebody else, not me. Oliver Borg already crossed the line. Ravek already crossed the line. Let's see. Reese Green is going to cross the line next with 2 minutes to go in our qualifying around Buckmore Park. Round 5 of the OKL Championships. I say round 5. Ooh, Reese Green goes into pole position with 2 minutes to go. Reese Green has moved himself up 7/1000s ahead of Alphonse Kiwi. That's a mega pace from the British driver. What I was trying to say earlier, even though this is our 5th round, we've dropped completely the round at Keshkemet, and tomorrow night we will be rerunning round 4 at the Italian track Sarno, and that will be an absolute epic track. It's very new. It was literally only released this morning. So guys, if you want to get involved, get yourself a membership at www.onlinekartingleague.com. We have migrated our website over to onlinekartingleague.com instead of using aoesports.com. So please feel free to get a membership. Of course, I won't help you immediately, but after the racing, I'm more than happy to assist anybody that's got any questions. But whilst we are being thoroughly entertained with awesome qualifying pace, Alphonse Kiwi 40.9. So the first one into the 40s now is Alphonse Kiwi, who's just raised the bar once again. Eduardo just sitting in behind Alphonse Kiwi, trying to learn where this man's getting all that pace. That's definitely not the ideal lap around there. That will probably invalidate his lap. Bailey Heath has managed to get his lap time in now, 1.6 seconds off the pace, so not really finding the pace he wanted. But that's okay. He's getting to learn every lap he goes out. Who's going to start? Will Oliver Borg get... Yeah, Oliver Borg finishes. He's the first one to start his final lap. Well, the last one to start his final lap, I suppose. Mravek will finish his qualifying session 8/10 of the pace. Reese Green will cross the line now. Does he improve? Does he take pole away? He does in fact not. He remains in 2nd place. Alphonse Kiwi finishes the qualifying session exactly where he was. He didn't improve on that lap time in P1. Eduardo Nicolau 3/10 of the pace. Then Bailey Heath will cross the line now. Heath crosses the line 6/10 of the pace. Willifeer remains just a bit over 3.5 off in 6th place. And then Mamalok will be in 3rd. Alright guys, that was qualifying. 10 minutes has flown by very quickly. 9 karts on track today. We've got Alphonse Kiwi leading the way, Reese Green in 2nd, Ruben Mamalok in 3rd, Eduardo Nicolau in 4th, Oliver Borg will start in 5th place. Then we'll have Deacon Willifeer in 6th place, and that was, I think, 3/10 was separated first up until 6th place. Then Bailey Heath in 7th, Vladimir Mravek will be in 8th, and I don't think William Aldous is on the server. Let's just have a quick look there. Again, he's just saying syncing. So William Aldous having some issues with getting onto the server, unfortunately. As you can see, there's 50 million disconnects and connects. That's unfortunate. But we'll have to go without them, unfortunately. Alright, and then we'll quickly have a discussion about the track while we... This is Buckmore Park in the UK. What an awesome facility. These guys are starting on what they call Saley Straight. Then first corner will be Conway's. Second corner will be into Henry's Bend. And then we'll go into the hairpin 1, hairpin 2. The 180s, as we would like to call it down in South Africa. And then we'll move over into the S's all the way down here into Symes Sweep. And then Paddock will be right at the bottom of the hill as we start moving uphill. Damon Hill, then into Garda, which is pretty much another chicane. And then, not a chicane rather, it will be a hairpin essentially. And then Senna chicane, and then Cafe, as you can see at the back of the grid where the last grid slot is. And then we would have finished a full lap of Buckmore Park. About 40 seconds a lap, 10 laps a pre-final, and then a final of 15 laps. This will go by very quick. Alright guys, this is it, the start of the final, the pre-final rather. We are in our starting sequence. Alphonse Kiwi on the inside, the lights out and away we go. Kiwi getting a good start, Reese Green on his outside as well. A great start. Mamalok's going to try and go down the inside of Eduardo Nicolau. Yes, he is going to move himself up in... Oh, Mamalok already moves up into 2nd. Reese Green has to forfeit that position. Oh, he gives Nicolau just a bit of a love tap there. Oh, Reese Green getting it all kinds of wrong. Let's just have a quick look at what's happening behind him. Oliver Borg's going to come down the inside of Eduardo Nicolau. Nicolau just shuns Oliver Borg out to the outside. And here comes the 230 of Bailey Heath. Oh, Bailey Heath clipping Oliver Borg there on the rear. And he gets it all kinds of wrong there. Deacon Willifear remains where, I think where he started pretty much. And Ravek moved back. Well, he was at the back. We've got Reese Green all over the back into the second hairpin of Ruben Mamalok there. Reese Green, of course, had not the greatest of starts. He lost the position and he's going to want to fight back, but Mamalok wants to have a go at this. Mamalok wants to fight Alphonse Kiwi. That's where his focus wants to be, but he can't focus because down the inside goes Reese Green, forcing himself up into second place. Mamalok wants to fight that, but he's going to have to forfeit that position. He just lifts his hand saying, listen, yeah, let's fight forward, not backwards. And whilst they were fighting, into Conway's we go, and Henry's Bend now. Whilst they were fighting, they gave Mamalok, no, I mean Kiwi rather, they gave him the opportunity to just break away there. And whilst all these cards are settling into their position, just want to ask the audience, have you guys seen the new OTK body kits coming out next year? Just want to hear your thoughts in the chat. Oh no, Mamalok clips the rear of Reese Green there, and that's going to cost him a hell of a lot of track time. Might not have a position loss as of yet, but as we go through Cafe, here comes Eduardo Nicolau. He's all over the back of Mamalok going into Conway's. And then into hairpin 1 we go now. Nicolau's got a lot of momentum. He's sniffing something here. Potential P3 for him on the track. Nicolau's coming at Mamalok after that mistake. Mamalok's fighting that and he's holding his position. Oh, I hear a card crash in the background there. The 267 of Oliver Borg again making a mistake. Nicolau was really all over the back of Mamalok. Oh, and he clips him and he just forces Mamalok into the tires there. Excuse me, guys. Nicolau clipping the rear of Mamalok, forcing him to retire, and that should be the end of his race. Surely Mamalok knows he's got a nose cone. I'm fairly certain I saw his nose cone fall off. Yeah, so Mamalok needs to retire. I'm thinking he's going to retire driving into the pits. That is the end of the pre-final for Mamalok. Now he's got a lot of work to do at the back. Was a good, really good first half of the race between Mamalok, Reese Green and Nicolau. Unfortunately, Nicolau just clipping the rear. Give me 1 second. Alright, let's have a look at what the gap looks like. It says 1.8 seconds. I'm assuming Reese Green's got a time penalty. Let's have a quick look. Where is the timing sheets? Oh, Alphonse Kiwi's got a 1 second penalty now as well. Alphonse Kiwi has used a little bit more of the track than what is available to him. So I think that has equalized or leveled the playing field between these two boys. Kiwi and Green now having a go at it. Half a second is the gap between them. Should we go down into paddock now? Oh, that's using a little bit more of what is allowed from the track limits. I'm assuming we'll see Reese Green get another 1 second penalty here. And that might bring Eduardo Nicolau into the play. Yeah, 1 second penalty pop up by the game, automatically given. But I assume that's not going to bother Green too much. He's going to want to have a fight with Kiwi. That's all he wants. Kiwi's really under threat here by Reese Green. Swedish driver versus the British driver. Oh, really pushing him along there. Reese Green really came into OKL hot. Really so fast. He came into the first race last week and just showing a real turn of pace. And look at that. He passed Alphonse Kiwi. 2 laps to go. Alphonse Kiwi now moves up into, well, he's moved down into second place. As I say that, he comes down the inside. He immediately forfeits that position. That's some great sportsmanship there by Alphonse Kiwi, realizing that he passed Reese Green in an illegal way by a simple love tap on the rear and then passing him, which is a lasting advantage. In normal cases, that would be a 5-place grid penalty, bump and gaining an advantage. So Alphonse Kiwi just realizing that that's definitely not worth the effort. Much rather do it in a legit and legal way. So well done to Kiwi there. Start of our final lap now as we go into Cafe. Alphonse Kiwi versus Reese Green on the final lap of the pre-final. Into the second hairpin we go. These two are having a proper go at it. Oh, they all got so many time penalties that Deacon Willifeed has moved up into P1 because of on-track time penalties. Down into sweep we go. Oh, down the inside he goes. Oh, he pushes him off. Reese Green gets shunted off the track there by Kiwi. Not ideal, and Eduardo Nicolau has moved himself up into P1. But I think Deacon Willifeed is going to start this race in pole because of all the time penalties. Yeah, Deacon Willifeed, no time penalties, keeping it on the track. I saw a disqualification. William Aldous got ejected because he's trying to rejoin. And Bailey Heath got a disqualification for too many offences, which means every single lap he's used more of the track limits than what is allowed. And that's why he got a disqualification. Alright, let's go into the final. Let's have a quick look at that pre-final. Deacon Willifeed takes pole position. The pole position start slot because of the time penalties for Eduardo Nicolau, 2 seconds. Alphonse Kiwi, 2 seconds. Reese Green, 3-second penalties. The only person not to get a penalty is the young driver from South Africa, Deacon Willifeed. And that's why he secured himself a P1 starting position. So Willifeed in P1, next to him will be Nicolau, behind him will be Alphonse Kiwi and Reese Green. Then on the third row we'll have Oliver Bork with Vladimir Mravik, and then fighting from the back of the pack will be Ruben Mamalok and Bailey Heath. It's important that the boys keep their carts facing the right way within the track limits, otherwise after too many track limits offences you will get a disqualification. As you can see with Bailey Heath, he had too many offences and he gets automatically kicked by the game. Alright guys, this is the start of the final. Only 8 carts will start this race. William Aldous got ejected off of the server and he won't be able to rejoin, unfortunately. Here we go. The start sequence has begun. Deacon Williefield will try and get a good start with Eduardo Nicola trying to move away. That lights out and away we go. Good start there by Nicola on the outside. Deacon Williefield losing immediately on the track, but he's got the inside line, so that will have him covered. As we say that, Alphonse Kiwi just shunts Nicola to the outside, and he moves himself up into P2 with the first hairpin happening there. And then Nicola is going to want to fight that back, but who did we lose? Reese Green has lost multiple positions on the start. I say that. Bailey Heath from the back of the pack. Definitely something dodgy with his starting. Jeez. He just came up through the field on the start of the race. That's crazy how fast he started. Reese Green giving Heath a little bit of a love tap there behind, just to let him know where it's at. Five-way battle into Conways we go. Reese Green's going to send it down the inside into the first hairpin, move himself up a position. Bailey Heath's going to try and he's going to have to tuck in behind Reese Green this time around, because Green moved himself up a position. And we're going to go downhill with the fight between Alphonse Kiwi and Deacon Williefield. Willifield's leading the way, but Kiwi's not going to want to be tucked in behind him for too long. And neither is Nicola. Nicola's coming back at Kiwi after losing that position on the first lap. Kiwi doesn't want to look behind him. He wants to focus with the drive in front. Into Conways we go. Kiwi's going to move himself up into P1 through Conways and then Henry's Bend. And Nicola, that's a 2-for-1 special. Nicola was like, thank you. I'll have some of that. And he moves himself up into P2 now as well. Deacon Williefield fighting back. Not letting these older drivers bully him around. Deacon Williefield is coming back at Kiwi. At Nicola rather. Kiwi is still ahead of him. We've got some really good looking karts on the track. Everybody running the KG body kits here with the top 4 guys. Definitely that's where the pace is. Praga, Formula Kart. We've got Burrell ART, and then we've got the MS kart behind him, and then OTK in the form of Bailey Heath. Oh, here comes Reese Green. He's going to send it down the inside into the hairpin. Yes, he is. He's actually going to try a 2-for-1. And so he does. And Deacon Williefield is trying to fight that back. Reese Green's going to have to forfeit that position and try and do that somewhere else. Really good racing, but that really, again, opens a door for Alphonse Kiwi to break away. Reese Green doesn't want to sit there for too long. Here comes Nicola sending it down into... Oops. As I say that, he gets it all kinds of wrong and goes sideways. And that was into Garda. Here comes Bailey Heath on his debut race. Wants to get in on this action. We've got a retired kart of the 267, Oliver Borg. Unfortunately, I think he probably clipped the wall somewhere and lost a nose cone. Oliver Borg unfortunately retires with a third of the race completed. These 4-stroke karts are really noisy. Reese Green once again trying to get back onto the second step of the podium. Deacon Williefield is really having a good battle with these European drivers. Deacon Williefield showing a lot of pace in the European leg of the OKL champs. Downhill we now start going. So really a roller coaster of a track. And up here we go through Cafe. And into Conways we go. Then Henry's Bend. And into the hairpin. Hairpin number 1 we go. Reese Green passing Deacon Williefield, already showing him to just move forward. Oh, and Deacon Williefield clips the tires there, or the barrier on the inside, getting through the S's a little bit too tight through there, and he clips the barrier. That's the end of Deacon Willifield's really good form. Just check this, he still have all of his kart. Yes. Alright, here comes Bailey Heath on Eduardo Nicola. Now Bailey is going to set it down inside into Conway's. Yes, he does. Nicola not defending that through there yet. But he's going to come and send it straight back into the hairpin on Heath. And he's going to try and do a little bit of a textbook cut back there, going through the aces. You don't want to be going side by side through here. Oh, Reese Green had a big moment. What happened to Reese Green? He had a very big moment. He slowed it down for quite a long period of time. And now he's picked up the speed again. What's the time? The date for the World Champs? It will be late November. There has not been an official date confirmed. So we still have to work out the whole schedule. And down the inside into Conway's again. Reese Green goes. He's going to go. Oh, what was that? Bailey Heath just not using his brakes at all. And he just absolutely yoinks the two drivers off the track in front of him. That will definitely be reviewed. And again, another incident. Heath taking off another driver there. There will be some very, very unhappy drivers in the senior setup. One driver that won't be too unhappy will be Alphonse Kiwi. He's showing once again where the true form is at. And that is breaking away. He lost the lead in the pre-final and he came back. He got himself into P1 and he just moved away from everybody else. Heath in second place. I say that he's in second place on track, yes. But everybody's got time penalties, which means Reese Green is currently in P2, even though he just got taken out. Mamalok is in fourth, but currently in third on the track. And then Deacon Olivier, oh, just clipping the rear. There's Reese Green on Olivier, getting them sideways, but both of them continuing on. And down the inside into the hairpin, Reese Green goes once again. And Olivier, nope, he's having none of it. He's going to send it back down the inside. That was a late and adventurous passing attempt there. But they both kept going and no one took each other out. So that's fantastic to see. Green and Olivier keeping it nice, clean and fair driving, even though Olivier's on a higher ping than the rest of the guys. Showing the respect, both of these guys showing each other enough respect to have a good race. Well, that's fantastic to see. Well done, gents. Reese Green breaking away once more now. Mamalok having a lonely race in a P2 now. With Heath having some time penalties. Well, quite a lot of time penalties actually. One driver who's kept his nose clean is the current OKL World Champion. That is Alphonse Kiwi, who's going to try and get the first European Championship secured, which I believe he's pretty much done, because I think he's won every race, really, apart from last week. But that run has been removed due to all the timing bugs. There's some battling happening up front now, or actually behind Kiwi, and that is between Mamalok and Heath. Let's see what these guys can do. Mamalok's trying to have a good fight here. They've got two very, very different lines through these sections. I think Heath has got another time penalty. No, he doesn't. Through Conway's we go, and then Henry's Bend, and that's running wide there was Heath, and Mamalok moves himself up a position. Having said that, Heath is just having a straight go back, and another cut back there by Heath. Another going to go side by side through the S's, and this is definitely not a place you want to be touching side pods at all. Heath is definitely using a lot more of the track than what he should be using. And his driving will definitely be questioned by the stewards. And I will just remove him from the track myself. Because he literally turned the cart into Mamalok there and pushed him into the tire barrier, which is not something we should be seeing on OKL at all. Having said that, final lap has started now by Alphonse Kiwi. Actually that was the final lap. That's done and dusted there, Alphonse Kiwi, and a nice side-by-side battle between Reese Green and Deacon Willifeed rather. Crossing the line is Reese Green ahead of Deacon Willifeed in P3, and then Mravek will be ahead. No, Nicolau has crossed the line right in front of Mravek, but I think he's got a time penalty there, so that's unfortunate. Nicolau moved back a position, then Mamalok retired with Heath retired, well, ejected from the server right after that. And Oliver Borg has also retired quite early in the race. William Aldous not making it onto the grid with some issues in his game. So that's very unfortunate. But guys, yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. The final round will be raced tomorrow at Sano. That should be a really good race. Sano will be an absolutely epic race to watch tomorrow night. So same time, different virtual location on the OKL space. Please tune in tomorrow for some good racing. Thank you all so much for tuning in and following the race night. We will see you guys tomorrow at 7 o'clock British summertime. See you all tomorrow. Goodbye.